welcome to Living Life's Journey. I'm Robin.
I'm Hank. I have a question for you. Have you ever found that you picked the wrong time to take a shower? You go take a shower, you forgot to turn on your heater. You turn your heater, and guess what? You got dun dun dun. No hot water. And you're wondering probably, what is this thing I'm doing? What's going on? No, it's not a dental pick for a whale.
It
I
sure
promise.
looks like it.
But this is what we're going to do today. Why? Because we've been annoyed, or annoyed as you want to say, by trying to make sure we take care of maintenance on our stuff. So today, join us as we get ready to go and flush out the heater.
After we purchased our RV, it's a used rig, and Charlotte needs some maintenance. And one of the things that we noticed is that there's a lot of things that needed to be done, tend to loving care. We just took care of the AC up above, which wasn't too bad, luckily for us. They weren't so dirty. But there's some things that we also been told to take care of, and that is our water heater. So
Change these out.
we didn't know anything about this whatsoever, but we were told a long time ago that that was one of the things that we wanted to make sure. And since we noticed that a lot of the maintenance was not done on our rig, we want to make sure this was done. But
a slight little, cheat ahead tip. Order your stuff in advance, because right now it is the season to go out, right? So everyone's like, oh yeah, crap, I forgot to do this. So guess what?
it's taking a long time.
A lot.
So just to let you know, if you're wanting to do RV maintenance, get your stuff done, make a list, and start banging it out now, because now that certain states are getting out of the COVID lockdown, RVers are able to get on the road. That means people are on the showdown and no down, and they're ordering stuff like crazy. So get on it. We're going to go outside, start this whole Anode thing.
You can watch us flush some water.
Yeah, we're gonna see how bad it was. We're gonna see how bad it looks. Help me, Rhonda. Oh, I need some water myself.
So you guys come around, a lot of guys think that this right here is going to be a vent for your room heater or your furnace. So it's not. You see this flat square thing like this with a small vent like this is most likely your hot water heater. Fairly easy to take off. All you do is spin this little doohickey right here and then pull off of these two little knobs right here. As you can see, we've been in here, there's already a little bit of water here. No, it's not leaking the stuff further. Right?
Yeah.
So, as you can tell, Mama already went and she turned off all the water. We drained the lines, drained out the system. So the next thing we have to do is drain out the tank itself.
Yeah, which was what was funny.
Do that in order to make sure that we don't get sprayed, because I'm going to pull this thing out right here. In order to do that, pull this up right here. All right. Oh, and it's drained. So the next thing we got to do, because I don't have a socket, we've got to get creative here. You know what? We may have to
Go out in town by the socket.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to. Yeah, because I can't get in there. All right, so we're back. Yay! New tools, they're always awesome. Except for when you're like, holy crap, because I know I have tools somewhere, I just don't know where I put them, so we bought some new ones. But, so in case you're doing this, on average, most of these anodes are the same. It is a 1 1/16 inch. Put that little bad biscuit on there. Make sure, righty tighty, lefty loose, right? Always double tap before you get in there, okay? You're gonna wanna get in there and watch your fingers, because this is sharp, okay? My hand. Now this is the fun part, because you gotta worry about, there might be residual water down here, because the release valve is right here. So be prepared.
Oh my! Oh! Yeah.
This is what it's supposed to look like. This is what it looked like now. This is what is taking all the nasty crud out of your system that ends up going through your hot water heater, so that way it doesn't hurt your body. This is what it should look like. This is what it looks like over time when it gets worn out. They said they said every 2 seasons. So they said once every 6 months. So that's what we're looking at, because you find little small points like this where it gets weakened out. You have the one little spot, and then you have a little small rod, and it just looks like crud. But this is actually not bad. It would still be okay for a while, but this is what it should look like when you've got it brand new. When it looks like this, time to change.
Yeah.
As we said before, be prepared to get wet. And that's why I'm wearing my shoes that are like my throw about walk around ones that I don't really do anything with, because they got time to let them dry out. But this little dental pick for a whale, you stick up inside here and then you turn it on, you're flushing out all the crud like you guys see there that came on. So it's about to get funky, but here, let's see.
Oh wow, look at how those chunks come out. Woo!
Look at all that water sediment that this next is.
Oh wow, look at all those big huge chunks coming out.
Right there. Chunks like that coming out. Golly. As we get going, guys, we'll walk you over. We'll show you kind of some of the stuff you guys see. You guys saw some from the video. Our anode still, believe it or not, even though it looked the way it did, believe it or not, it still had a decent amount of life left in it. I think we made the right call going with the new one just because we didn't know about a used one. But as you can see down here, all of that white stuff there, yes, there's lots of sand. We live in the desert, but this is not a beach and those are not seashells. That's all the sediment that was sitting at the bottom of our tank. So I would tell you guys, it's probably worthwhile to buy one of those little wands. We'll have the link down below on our Amazon thing of how to get to it. All kinds of different things. But what you're doing is you're gonna wrap it around these threads right here in order to create a watertight seal right there. Because obviously you don't want your water leaking out from your hot water heater, right? Bad juju, right? Also leads to rust and stuff. What you also want to do is you gotta remember, I'm screwing in like this, right? So what I want to do is go with the thread away from it, right? So that way as I'm wrapping around the threads, it actually will go onto what I need it to and create that thing. Whereas if I wrap it this way but then screw it in this way and it's going inside, it'll unwrap itself, right? So all you're trying to do is create a little bit of a waterproof barrier across the threads, right? The anodes that we bought came with this. You may or may not have it depending on what you buy. So just double check what you get in Amazon. We'll put a link to the one we got. It comes with it. And then all I'm gonna do is take a little anode. I'm gonna slide it straight back inside there the way it goes. And I'm gonna start the threads up on this. Now remember, the threads are not gonna necessarily be perfect 100% because of the fact that I've got that Teflon tape, right? So as I start feeding in there, what I need to do, once I start feeling tension like I've got right now, then bust out my handy dandy socket wrench. Remember what I told you guys before, right? Like right now, I'm set for loose. Check it before you go and get rocking and rolling, right? Give yourself enough room where you don't do knuckle busters, and you just start putting it back in. Now, how far in do you got to push on it? I would say go till it's a little bit beyond Armstrong strength, right? That is your water heater. And if you do that, you get a really good shot of screwing yourself up. So holding it, I'm looking to get it watertight, right? So I don't need to go like massive, like, He-Man beat it with a hammer, but I do want it to be a little bit more than just regular snug. I think that's good enough right there. Again, I'll just tell you, feel how you feel inside there. Make sure you're not cross-threading though. Make sure it's actually lining in there, right? It'll stick out a little bit because it's not gonna go all the way in with the Teflon tape, but make sure it's in there. Once you're done with that, close your exhaust valve, right? So if I don't do that, could end up screwing some stuff up, right? Then I wanna hit my 2 resets, right? So push the reset, get all my stuff done. We're done. Now what I want to do is go back over here. Your water system may be different than ours. That's okay, but with our water heater, I put it on bypass because I didn't want any water going in while we're doing it to clean it out, right? Make sure it's good. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this back to normal. We're just going regular normal use. So put that in there. I hook my hose back up. Now I've got the quick release on there, which just because, you know, I saw it done by a lot of other people. I'll put that in the double zeros and make sure we're hooked up in here. Here's good. All up off my document. Run back over here. I'm gonna turn on the hose line. Now when you do this, and as you're doing that, you're gonna see it start going and filling in gallons. It's gonna start filling up the tanks and all the other stuff again. Now the last thing you gotta make sure I'm doing is I'm going through all this stuff. If I was going on gas, I'd wanna make sure that my pilot light lit if I was boondocking, but if you're boondocking, you wouldn't be doing this anyway. But I wanna check and make sure here that there's no water leaking out. Then I wanna hit my switch back to on out here, right? The reason why I'm doing that, remember when I started first, that's the initial switch that shuts this whole thing off. Make sure to take that back on. Make sure you got no other leaks. Stand by for a little bit, wait, and just make sure nothing else is leaking. You can also double check and see, hey, I can hear all the water coming in, right?
All right, so we've been pretty busy this morning and we did a lot of accomplishments, I think. So lesson learned as we are pushing things forward, going bit by bit, is if you happen to buy even if you buy a new RV, it's always good to get into the habit of learning when maintenance needs to be done on certain parts of your rig, from nose to butt. But if you happen to be like us, one, we're new at all of this. Two, we don't know when the last servicing on any parts of our RV was done whatsoever. So we're getting advice from everybody we know. But anywho, it's just getting a habit of knowing when you should be doing, when things should be done, what should be getting worked on, because there will come a time when it's better, be in your best interest to make sure that you know these things, so you don't fall like us and not know, and then something breaks and then you're spending a lot of money.
Yes,
so
because you have to screen everything out.
Oh, those are the screens. But as of right now, we're gonna eat and spend some time together, because we've been up since 5 o'clock and I'm tired. So I'll talk to you guys later. You guys take care of each other, love one another, and I'll put a list of the products down below that we used so you guys can see. And if you need or are interested in getting your, just checking for yourselves, you can look and get started. So you guys take care. Talk to you later.